Hello everyone and welcome to Rising with Dawn Dance Co. and the Pro Cheer and Dance Report. Today I'm here to give you a review of Miss Debbie Allen's Netflix documentary titled Dance Dreams, the Hot Chocolate Nutcracker. So if you're ready, let's get right into it. Hello everyone again and welcome back to Rising with Dawn Dance Co. and the Pro Cheer and Dance Report. I'm Erica Dawn. As promised on my latest videos, I'm here today to give my review of the documentary on Netflix titled Dance Dreams, the Hot Chocolate Nutcracker. But first, before I get into my review, I want you guys to check out my shirt here. It says Holiday Cheer. I don't know if you can see. It's a pom-pom with a Santa hat, and then it has another pom there on the ball of the hat. Super cute. Holiday Cheer. Yes, this is a shirt that is available on my store called And5 Apparel. And here's a pillow that matches as well. I absolutely adore this pillow. It is so cute and so nice. So these things are available on my store right now. It actually is a little too late to order before you can receive anything before Christmas, but I still wanted to tell you about it. There's plenty of other items and merchandise on the store that you can pick out and you can purchase. There will be some holiday sales that are coming up here. Some half off things, since you aren't able to get things before Christmas. Also check out this cute mug I designed. I don't know if you can see my ring lights in the way. But there's a palm in the middle for the O for joy and the Santa hat, and there's a little green palm on the end. It's super cute. I love all my little designs. But anyway, like I said, it's kind of late to order before Christmas, but I still wanted to show you some of my merchandise. You can always go to And5 Apparel on Etsy and check out my store there, and check out some of the other cheer and dance related items that I have available. Alright, now back to the task at hand. Okay, so Dance Dreams, the Hot Chocolate Nutcracker. It is a production that is put on by DADA, which stands for Debbie Allen Dance Academy. I absolutely love Miss Debbie Allen. She is a true inspiration to me. Just hearing her story and everything, I wasn't surprised that I could relate to a lot of the things that she was saying, and it all resonated with me because I absolutely admire her, not just as a dance educator and instructor and choreographer, but also as a director. I aspire to be all of those things. Choreography, dance, all that I've accomplished. However, directing in film and television is still something that I am interested in tapping into and accomplishing someday. So Debbie Allen is a true inspiration of mine. Okay, so as most of you all know, you don't have to be a dancer to know that the Nutcracker is performed in so many different places. It's a holiday classic. There are tons of different versions of the Nutcracker as well, but Miss Debbie Allen put together a production for her kids at her school that is a reflection of all different cultures, all different dance styles and techniques, which is really great because it keeps the kids versatile in different styles of dance, which I feel is very important when you're going into a professional world. So this is definitely a documentary that you just have to watch in order to really capture the essence of what it is telling and the story behind dance and how the arts has such a profound effect on children. So I'm not going to give too much away because I really want you guys to go and actually watch the documentary if you have not already, but I will give you a few highlights. Okay, so Miss Allen started the Hot Chocolate Nutcracker back in 2008. You can start to be a part of the production at age 4. That is the age in which she enrolls students. During this time, they are rehearsing from the month of September all the way through December very vigorously in order to make sure that they are putting on the best show. So from the very opening scene of this documentary, I could feel the tears welling up in my eyes because I teach children, so I miss my kids so much, and just to see them on stage and their smiles and the lights and everything, I just absolutely wanted to melt because I miss my kids so much right now, especially during the holidays. I used to have so much fun. I don't want to say used to, like it was so long ago, it was just last year, but I have so much fun with my kids around the holiday season with their costuming and props, and it's always a good time of year to get them quiet and make sure that they are behaving, because you know Santa Claus is only a phone call away. Works like a charm every single year, and then come January they're right back to acting crazy again. But I still miss them so much, and it was really interesting to see throughout the documentary them saying lots of be quiet and shut up and everything to the kids, because it can get crazy. So some of these kids have actually grown up with this program. They've actually started when they were really young. Like I said, some can start at age 4, and this is the 7th and 8th season for some of these kids. And I don't even want to call them all kids, because some of them at this point are young adults. So like I touched on before, the Hot Chocolate Nutcracker consists of different styles and choreography from different parts of the world, which again, like I said, keeps dancers versatile in learning different techniques and different styles, so that when they do go out into the professional world, they are not blindsided if a different style of choreography is thrown at them, or they have to adapt to a certain style on the fly, because that absolutely happens. She prepares her students for the professional world. You definitely don't want your kids that you are teaching or educating to get comfortable or stuck in your style of dancing, because every style is not the same. When they go out into the real world, they're going to have to face different auditions and dance in front of different people in order to get the part. And sometimes it's not what you're used to, but you have to be able to adapt. So learning different styles of choreography and techniques definitely help you to be able to adapt to a style that you may not have ever seen before. But because you are versed in different styles and techniques, it's much easier for you to be able to catch on and be able to do a great job, whether it be in an audition or performance that may be something that's outside of your comfort zone. Miss Allen is very tough on her kids, just like I am. Anyone who I've ever coached in the past will tell you, oh, Miss Erica, you know, she's a little tough, but it's because I love you, and it's because I want you to be great at anything that you are doing. I'm tough on my little ones too. I don't care if you're 2. You're going to get it together, and we're going to get these steps right here, right now. It's definitely about discipline. So you have to start this discipline at a young age. You have to start it right off the bat, because again, you're going to face people who are not so nice and who don't care about your feelings. But when we have students that we are close to and want to see succeed, sometimes as instructors and choreographers, we're harder on those people because we see your potential. So you can definitely tell that Miss Allen does that with her children. You can see the ones that she's harder on because she believes in them and their talent and their ability. So I definitely can understand where she's coming from with that. Okay, and throughout the documentary, they showcase some particular students and talk about their stories. Again, I'm not going to give anything away because I really want you guys to go and watch it for yourself. But they do talk about how she first opened her school. She started her school because her daughter was actually taking dance at another academy, and the instructors and teachers were not so kind to her and kind of discouraged her as far as her dance ability and technique, mainly a lot of the reason because she was Black. And Miss Allen was like, oh no, we're not going to have that. I'm going to start my own academy for children that look just like my daughter, who very well may not be able to afford dance on a normal scale, but she wanted to be able to open her doors to those who may not be able to pay for dance class, so that they can be exposed to the arts and maybe come into her studio on scholarship and things like that. I do love that, because it, again, is a passion of mine and a dream of mine to one day be able to have my own academy of sorts, but not just for dance, for song, for music, for acting, dancing, all of it. And I really want to be able to tap into children who do not have the resources that a lot of other children are granted or have access to be able to grow up in a dance studio all their life. I definitely love and admire that. The documentary takes you through the rehearsal process for all of the different segments of the Hot Chocolate Nutcracker. Takes you through all of the different countries that they explore with their choreography styles. The documentary also touches on the history and impact of racism and discrimination throughout the professional dance world and throughout just the ballet world in general. Another reason why I really love that this documentary was put out, because it is so important for little Black boys and girls to be able to see themselves as great performers and as great ballet dancers. We have to see ourselves in certain positions and in certain limelights in order to know that we can do it sometimes. So representation absolutely does matter. So I know that that is the hashtag that Netflix is going with a lot of the content that they have been displaying or putting out, but it's true. Representation matters, and it is important for our young boys and girls to be able to see themselves in greatness. They also touch on body image as well when it comes to the dance world, which is something that all young girls can relate to. And it's good for them to be able to see, again, a representation of others who have the same feelings and emotions when it comes to appearance and body image and things like that, so that they can know that they're not alone. Everyone can relate to what is going on here in this documentary in some form or fashion, and it's another reason why I think it is truly important, especially for our young children, to see this documentary and see this film. And not just for children to see, but for adults to see and to hear Miss Allen's story. She touches on her journey throughout the documentary, her journey through the dance world, and how she started in dance and the things that discouraged her and how she gave up at one point. And it's really inspiring to hear her story and to actually see that, you know, everything wasn't so easy for her either. I love documentaries that showcase people who are in high positions in certain areas that a lot of people strive to be, whether it be a documentary about an actor or about a singer or something, just so that you can relate and know that, hey, okay, it wasn't so easy for this person and they gave up just like I gave up, but they got back to it and they can get back into things. I, for myself, gave up on dance for a long time. After I moved here to Atlanta, I came here actually to have a songwriting career, which is crazy because I never really tapped into that industry like I wanted to. But when I got here, dance is my passion. So I got sucked into dance and wanting to dance. And, you know, I wanted to dance so bad. Not even dance. Let me rephrase that. I wanted to teach. Teaching and choreography is my absolute passion. I wanted to teach so bad that I was willing to, you know, not work or have a job or things like that because I wanted it so bad. And I put myself in a position to where I trusted certain people that I should not have trusted in the dance industry, and I ended up failing. You'll hear Miss Allen talk about it in the documentary, how she failed at one point. And I felt like dance was no longer for me. Teaching was no longer for me. I lost the passion behind it. And my parents, my mom, my friends, they were always pushing me like, I know that dance is your passion. This is what you really want to do. You don't want to be an accountant. You don't want to be working overnight at hotels. Like, this is not what you want to do. You want to teach. You want to do something that is within the arts. And ironically and crazily, this pandemic that we are in actually got me back into doing what I love. Yes, I have been teaching for the past 3 years, so that was something that kind of fed my passion a little bit. But at the beginning of the pandemic, I decided that I was going to put more time and energy into this channel and teaching and reaching back out to adults and reaching back out to the professional dance world and things like that. And I'm so happy right now that I did that and I made that decision, because I finally feel my passion coming back to me. Although I felt like I left the dance world, I don't think dance ever left me. And back to Miss Allen, it really was good to hear her story and hear her journey and hear that there were points and times when she wanted to give up. There were points and times when she said, this is not for me. And look at her right now. Look at all that she has accomplished and all that she has done. Truly inspirational. Not just her story, but the other instructors that work for her. They talked about it too, about how it's hard for them to go and audition for people. And, you know, sometimes they give up if they don't get the job that they're looking for. So it's really inspirational to hear other people's story, to hear things that you can absolutely relate to, because a lot of times all you see is the glitz and glamour. You don't really realize that everybody's got a story. and everybody has had a journey. So I'm very appreciative that she was transparent and shared her journey with all of us. Let's talk about some of the dancing. So all of the choreography and dancing was so beautiful, and these young dancers are so talented, and they were so entertaining to watch. When it gets to the point where they're talking about the candy canes, which is the hip hop portion of this show, of course, it's all the kids' favorite part and they want to be a part of it, but she designated this segment to be for boys only. There's one boy that I want you to pay attention to. His name is Griffin McIntyre. I want you to just hear about his story and how he ended up being a part of the Candy Canes, and then towards the end when they showcase the performances, check him out. I definitely want you to pay attention to him, and you will really truly get a true understanding of the why behind what us dance instructors do. Also, the young man Ryan, he started out years ago in the show. Amazing, so talented. The way this kid moves, amazing. All of the dancers were just so good and so great. The little ones definitely just, of course, just touched my heart, because you just love to see them grow into things so beautiful. You got to see what they were doing currently in that current season, but then at the end, they talk about where some of these dancers have gone on to, and they also talk about where some of them are currently in their position, whether it be after they've graduated from Dada or while they're still at Dada and doing the hot chocolate Nutcracker now. And you see one little girl who, she doesn't even understand really how talented she is, because she's like, oh, I got kicked out of this segment because she wants me to do this. But in her mind, it's like, oh, I got kicked out of that. But it's like, she doesn't even realize, girl, you got promoted, honey. And then they show at the end where she ends up being, you know, the youngest Clara that they've ever cast. So, I mean, the tears were coming and flowing, you know, pieces and parts throughout watching it. But the ending, my God. At the end, when they were really showcasing and showing where some of these dancers are now, and they were showing them on the stage bopping to my favorite Christmas song, This Christmas by Donny Hathaway, and they're showing the opening of the show, but they're also talking about, you know, where these kids have gone. And then at the end, All I Want for Christmas Is You is playing, and they're showing one of the young, beautiful dancers that they have there. Her name was April, so talented, and they show where she ends up, and I won't tell you, but at that point I just started bawling. Like, I'm not even joking. I watched it twice, and both times I lost it. Like, my heart just couldn't take it. I'm about to tear up right now just talking about it. Like, it really touched me, and it really spoke to me. It spoke to my passions as a dance teacher, as a dance instructor, as someone who did not grow up in a dance studio. And it wasn't because we couldn't afford it. It was just because I was shy, and I was more comfortable just teaching myself downstairs in our living room or family room in front of the television. And I didn't start dancing until high school, and really wasn't in a serious structured ballet class until I got into college. And I had to keep up with these dancers who've been dancing since they were 2 years old. But I still had great teachers around me who spoke to my talent and my ability and told me not to second guess myself. And you don't have to take ballet 2. You're good enough to be in 4, 5, and 6. Why are you only in ballet 2? Oh, I thought it was because it was safe and this is where I'm supposed to be. You don't belong in jazz 2. You belong in jazz 3 or 4. Why are you? I had that all through my first 3 years of college. So I know I am definitely a person who not only can relate, but knows what it's like to be someone who didn't necessarily grow up in a traditional dance environment, but had so much passion and so much fire behind me that I still became successful. So again, I think it's very important for anyone to check out this film, especially if you are an aspiring teacher of any kind. If you have any passion for the arts, definitely important for you to watch this documentary. And of course, if you're a young dancer, it's truly inspirational. No matter what color you are, no matter your age, definitely check out Dance Dreams, the Hot Chocolate Nutcracker. Alright guys, so I think I have talked enough about this. Again, I didn't want to go into too much detail and give too much away because again, I really want you guys to go and check out this documentary. Thank you so much to all of my newest subscribers. I definitely see you and I'm so appreciative to have you. I think I finally hit 100 subscribers. Not the biggest milestone, but a milestone nonetheless, so keep them coming, please. If you enjoy these videos or any of the content that I have here on my channel, also feel free to share. Again, tons of new things coming your way. I actually got a request on my Aaliyah Rock the Boat video to do more Aaliyah videos, so I actually may do that and, you know, showcase some of the choreography as I learned it, because again, I am not Fatima Robinson, so I can't claim any of the choreography as my own or pretend like I've learned directly from Fatima herself. That absolutely did not happen, but I can show you guys to the best of my ability the way that I learned choreography from her music videos and other music videos too. So I may start a segment at the start of next year that is just dedicated to music video choreography. I don't know, but tell me your thoughts on that and I will definitely try to work that into some plans. But Aaliyah videos for sure, I will definitely get on that. Definitely make sure that you are on the lookout for the start of 2021. I have some really great things that I will be bringing to those who are looking to go pro in the professional cheer and dance world. You definitely do not want to miss out on anything that I will be bringing to you then. So much that I'm working on. I know it doesn't look like it because I don't post every day. I don't talk about it every day, but trust and believe that come 2021, we are going to get to work. And I am going to be there by your side to help you on your journey to going pro. So if that is something that you are aspiring to do, you definitely want to make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Join my mailing list so that you don't miss out on anything that I am sending out via email, and feel free to reach out to me. Tell me your story. If you are an aspiring professional cheerleader or dancer and you want to make a team someday, make sure that you hit me up. Talk to me. Like, I'd love to chat with you. I already have a few people on my calendar to chat with that I'm super excited about. So I'm definitely excited about this new year. It's gonna be a good year, guys. It's gonna be a good 2021, okay? So let's get to work, okay? Make sure that you're following me on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, and again, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Alright guys, so thank you again for tuning in. Make sure that you tune into this channel too again tomorrow so that you can check out my review of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders making the team season 15. I will be dropping that video for you guys tomorrow. Don't miss it. Alright everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you on the next video. Bye!